tomorrow, the Portland Thorns. They are hosting the North Carolina Courage. Kickoff set for 7 p.m. tomorrow night from Providence Park.
And you know what? I found out tomorrow night at that game, you guys, is Women's Empowerment Night. They're honoring the great Becky Sauerbrunn.
Awesome.
That should be a lot of fun.
Yes,
Thanks,
definitely.
Jamie.
And the big question, what's the weather going to be like?
Oh, yes.
And, you know, thankfully it's going to cooperate for us.
Oh,
as
great.
Many of us enjoy the Thorns match. That's where we expect to see our temperatures slide back into the low 50s, upper 40s by the time the game wraps up, but I anticipate it to be mostly dry. Hey, let's talk about the Timbers match on Sunday at 4. Well, maybe just a splash and dash shower earlier in the game. Later in the game, I anticipate slightly drier conditions as we hover right around 61. Very similar over this weekend of what we've experienced so far today. Some of those dark storm clouds rolling their way through, dumping a lot of water, and then eventually leaving us with some great rainbow views and a few sun breaks as well as we take a live look right now out over downtown Portland on this Friday evening. 55 degrees puts us slightly below our average of about 59 for this time of year as we slowly dry out our skies through the rest of this evening. Temperatures falling back into the upper 40s. There you go. The moisture can still be found here across the I-5 corridor, picking up on just a few light rain showers, if not even heavier at points in time as we quickly dry things back out again and break down some of that cloud coverage as our winds are primarily out of the south. Still gusty for many of us, nearing that 20-mile-per-hour mark out towards the Fremont Bridge. After our top wind gusts earlier today, near 35 miles per hour out towards PDX, but the breadwinner, that was Salem. Nearly 40-mile-per-hour gusts out that direction. As our winds are expected to taper back later this evening, peaking again just after the midnight hour, but only close to about 20 miles per hour, so considerably calmer than what we've experienced already today. Unfortunately, because of the cooler weather, the excessive heat we felt earlier this week, and now the gusty winds, our Portland cherry blossoms have come to an end. The ground now littered with all of those white and pink petals as we anticipate the past peak conditions to quickly fade from the pink and white to our nice summer green as those leaves continue to mature. Hey, that's just what April brings us, along with some new normal temperatures. 61 degrees, that average high, 44 for the overnight low, and on average, we see just about 3 inches of moisture. But this is a slow drying month. We're sitting right around about the 7th wettest month or so. I guess you should look at the other way as we start to dry things out. But regardless, our temperatures will begin to warm by the end of this month. Now, looking forward over the next 4 weeks or so, the Climate Prediction Center really has an equal chance to see average temperatures for our areas. We will likely be on the wetter side across much of the Pacific Northwest. That's going to be the case over the next several days with our futurecast showing just a few of those scattered showers. Tomorrow waking up with maybe a hit and miss raindrop or two, slightly drier for the afternoon. So what we've experienced today, very similar tomorrow, but less likely to see as much rainfall as we start the day off on Sunday. Drier, mostly cloudy, and then there you go. A few light rain showers pushing their way back into our area. Filling up those rain gauges close to about a 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch for the I-5 corridor after we managed to see several additional snow inches pile up for those ski resorts. Great skiing conditions for this weekend. Tonight here in the city, we fall back to about 44 degrees. We'll see a raindrop or two as we approach 60 degrees tomorrow. I think by the time we get into Sunday, we should enjoy those low 60s once more. Again, not a complete washout for this weekend. Drier for the second half of the day. Saturday, a drier start to your Sunday before the next batch of light rain showers moves their way back in. And March likely ending on a wet note on Monday. Highs falling back to the mid-50s. And those April showers, they ramp up and they stay persistent for the first few days of the brand new month. But hey, 62 degrees again. 1 week from today.
Okay, that's the real deal.
It is.
All right, and then on Sunday too, so a couple of 60s there.
It's going to be comfortable.
Thanks, Josh.
Yeah.